Every day is like a Friday. So blessed morning, YouTube. Um, it feels like I've been away, but I know I just made a video last week. So my goal is to submit at least, or submit, we don't have to be so formal, share at least 2 videos with you guys per week. That's going to be my goal. So I hope everybody is good. Natural is good. Welcome to my channel, Natural's Tribe. And I wanted to share with you today all of the goodness. The goodness has been happening here on the lovely island of Grenada. Once again, I'm waiting for a sewing lesson. Excuse me. Cheers. So this is my sea moss, which is part of the business. Oh, that's what we're going to do this morning because I said I would share different things that I do on island to sustain myself. That's purple sea moss, by the way, mixed with banana and a hint of cinnamon. Isn't she lovely? 92 healing minerals. So the body needs 102 minerals to perform and operate properly daily. Well, sea moss has 92 of them. Isn't that special? I'll tell you all the wonderful things next time that sea moss has done for me. So, has anybody made a decision to get up and out of United Snakes of Murdica? But anyway, whether you get up and get out or not, or maybe you just want to visit these places like I did in the beginning. Let me tell you the list of places that I've lived. This is not including the places that I've visited and how Grenada won as far as me living and seeking out citizenship. I've lived in 2 different parts of Africa. And sometimes I can't believe that I, Queen Natural, lived in 2 different parts of Africa and my king man didn't find me. Isn't that something? South Africa was lovely. So if you look on my Facebook page, South Africa, you'll see my name, where they named me. Naming ceremonies are big in other countries, such as Africa. Not so much big here in Grenada where I live, but South Africa named me Nokukanya. I said, what does Nokukanya mean? They said light. You bring light to this village. Ooh, I'm telling you, talking about somebody that cried, somebody that's so honored. I'm honored, first of all, to have 2 of my African names back. So, and mind you, I lived in a village with no electricity and no running water, and I know most people can't do that. And just for the record, I went with an organization called Peace Corps. We can talk more about that because that's a sure enough way, people, for you to get to different parts of the world and see if it's somewhere you like to live for free. Didn't cost me a dime. I stayed for 2 years and had the time of my life. What? You just have to be ready to barter. So if they need someone with teaching skills or IT, we got all these techie computer people out here. Y'all better work that thing so you can go and see some other parts of the world. You just got to offer some of your skills. Offer up your skills anywhere you go in these countries. And I'm saying these countries because even here where I live, I have to be willing to barter my skills to survive. Cheers, y'all. So, South Africa was a lovely, lovely experience. Nokukanya, Kumala, and East Africa, Rwanda. It's Rwanda. We say Rwanda. It's Rwanda. Rwanda was a lovely experience. The language was Kinyarwanda and then French and then English. I had a difficult time. I had a difficult time learning Zulu in South Africa, but I cried once and I learned it enough to go through my villages and greet my people. So East Africa, Rwanda, was Mutesi. You'll see Mutesi on my and I don't mind if you call me any of these names, I'm honored. Mutesi. I said, what does Mutesi mean? They said, one who is loved by many. And I said, wow. Because at this point, I was just learning the language, just learning how to go through the village and just say simple good morning. And they were all around me. We had attended we call it here like if a man's going to be the godfather to his best friend's son. It was like one of those celebrations. We went to a church service earlier, a Catholic church service that changed my entire mind about Catholic. Ooh, I tell you, you learn so much when you move around, because we all know that most Americans, all the ones I know, we kind of shy away from Catholic just because most of the priests, sleep with the little boys and so forth and so on. And we ain't with that. And we ain't with nobody doing that, period. But all in the name of religion kind of turned us off throughout life. But when I went to Rwanda, and we went to that Catholic, I was like, oh, I'll stay here till y'all get back. They was like, there ain't even no such thing. And everybody goes together. Ain't nobody leaving nobody behind. They don't get down like that in Africa. And so I went, and I'm telling you, I'm glad I went. Beautiful. Couldn't understand one word of the Kinyarwanda language at that point. But I'm telling you, I felt it all. He who feels it knows it. You ain't got to understand it if you feel it. So Rwanda changed my life. They named me Mutesi, one who was loved by many. I love it. I love it. I cried again because I thought they were saying Umutetsi. Umutetsi is a chef in Kinyarwanda language in Rwanda. And I said, I'm not an Umutetsi. They said, no, not Umutetsi, Mutesi, one who was loved by many. And at that point, they had only been around me about 35 days, maybe. So I got two of my African names back just by moving around the world for free. It cost me a dime. Don't sleep on Peace Corps, people. If you want to check these places out, and it ought to be Africa, you can choose your countries now. So I did that, and look, I got one friend. No, I got quite a few friends that we reason all the time about government. See, Peace Corps is government. So because of the lifestyle I live, they know I ain't messing with no government. I don't want nothing from the government. When y'all be sending me those Facebook inbox messages, have you heard about the government, $20 million they're going to give you for free? And I'm like, government ain't giving nobody nothing. Y'all can miss me with those messages. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't mean to be so hard, rude, but miss me with that. So they said natural. So isn't that the government? And these are deeply rooted, conscious, highly spirited folk. And they said, oh, so you going with the government organization? I said, yes, I am. I said, they the same government that stole us from Africa is going to be the same government to take me back for free so I can learn my languages and get some of my names back and meet my people who could very well be my people. And they said, oh, shit, you got a point. So we laughed about it, but it was my truth. It is my truth. I appreciate it. I respect it. I would never go near Africa unless I was bringing the whole truth of me to serve my people properly. So that's a whole nother story about why South Africa was 2 years and Rwanda was less than really 6 months, because they wasn't allowing me to serve my people properly. I'm serious. You can call it, but I ain't prejudiced or none of that. But I'm serious about my people. Now, however you want to do that. You doing it. So, South Africa was wonderful, Nokukaya. East Africa, Rwanda was Mutesi, or is Mutesi. And then I lived in Antigua and Barbuda for 3 years as a grade 6 school teacher. One of the best experiences I've had in my entire life. Because I have to truly say that Antigua and Barbuda, my experience, outside the marriage, the divorce, having to build a house and take a house down, didn't get to really enjoy it. I'll tell you about that all another time too. But the being a grade 6 school teacher in a village called Green Bay. If you ever go to Antigua and Barbuda, there's a place called Gray's Farm. Don't miss Gray's Farm. Go there. They call it the ghetto. The Caucasian people get on little vans with the bars. They go through and take tours and come to look at the people like they the best people on that island. They took care of me. Trust me when I say this. My students were the best experience I had on the island of Antigua and Barbuda, plus a few good friends. Them Antiguans will love on you. If you act like, they will love on you. I'm telling you. So some of my best experiences are in Antigua and Barbuda. So those 3 years were awesome. And it was something I was going to say about Antigua and Barbuda. Anyway, they're the best. It'll come back to me. There was how I came up with my name Natural, because I had begun dating a guy after filing for divorce from my husband. Or had I filed for divorce yet? Oops. Anyway, nice Muslim guy on island. We chose my name together. It was like we looked at each other and both said Natural at the same time type of thing. And I'll never forget that experience. Natural is my legal name now. I'm talking birth certificate, passport, social security, driver's license. That's my name. So Natural, Nokukanya, or Mutesi have been amazing experiences, and they all come from traveling around the world, leaving America, experiencing who I am, tapping into my truth, and connecting to my culture and my tradition. One thing I've learned through traveling and moving out and living different places, once tradition and culture is taken, stolen from you, removed from you in any way, you really have nothing. So you have to spend a whole portion, a big portion of your life trying to rebuild. And that requires information, knowledge, taking it in, being in the presence of the proper people, being nurtured, getting under your elders, hanging with the youth, because you got to pass this down. I'm telling you, those youth in Antigua, they belong to me. They mom. I got me some children. People like, Naturally, you have any children? I don't have the luxury anymore of saying no, I don't, because I do. I just went back to Antigua, January. Last year, I hadn't seen them in 13 years. I left Antigua in 2009. And I'm telling you, they made me so proud. They are, I ain't going to start getting into naming, but they made me proud. Like, they're mothers now. They're chefs. They're police officers. They're, my students, my grade 6 students. Yes. So I'm excited. But why I'm talking so much about Antigua is because they groomed me. They prepared me for Africa. I'm sure they didn't know it. I didn't know it, but when I got to Africa, I was already prepared. They said, how you know how to fetch water and cook outside on the fire and collect government water and this and that, because my grade 6 students made sure teacher Natural knew how to get down. Calabash tree, what? Cut this, what? They said, teacher, we'll teach you. So we traded. I taught them, and they taught me. And by the way, they walked through the whole Barack Obama experience with me. And that's a whole nother story. But, so that's, what's that? South Africa, East Africa, Rwanda. That's Antigua, Barbuda, and then we got Virgin Islands. I went and lived there after Antigua because I couldn't quite fit in America anymore. So I said, wait a minute, we do have a paradise ourselves, U.S. territory. Let me try United States Virgin Islands. And I went and lived in St. Croix, and that was beautiful. But I always say, had I had the business I had today, which I had it was just so deep down inside of me, it hadn't been nurtured. It's in there, people. It's in there. You got what it takes to survive anywhere. If you can live in America, you can live anywhere. So, Virgin Islands and Virgin Islands was a beautiful experience. It was. Just move around, people. And if you can't move around, do your research. You're gonna hear research in all my videos. So what I do, some of the things I do to sustain myself here are little pieces of me that I picked up everywhere I went. Because I remember when I was dating the guy in Antigua, I remember he had a culture shop, a beautiful culture shop with the all-African library. I took my students there. He gave them all library cards, and it was just amazing. But the things he did out of there, we sold tofu wraps, things that I'm good at, veggie burgers. When I start cooking them veggie burgers, they said, oh shit, give me two, you know. So all those things, I remember decorating his windows with mud cloth fabric. I make all my clothes. I've been sewing since I was 13. I'm a fabric queen. Like, but if I could have thought of all those things to do like I do now, everything I do, my entire business consists of Ankara African fabrics, mud cloth, because I've just spread it out everything. So the earrings that I made, oh, I wish they were here, but I created some earrings last night. Beautiful, from Ankara African fabrics, and they already on Facebook saying how much. So you know, all I did was created a platform. I use Facebook as for my business page. I tried Instagram, don't really work for me, but I'm there. And I tried Etsy. Etsy's okay, but I use it for people that don't have Cash App as a backup. You know, but I just took all the things that were inside of me, from sewing to crafting to teaching. I was always trying to teach somebody something, either how to sew or how to create something, how to put a waist bead on, how to make an ankle bracelet, how to fix your head wrap. Now when I do the earrings that match the head wraps, oh gosh, they're #1 sellers. I've always loved prayer beads. Carrie Michelle, this is all our ancestors had for prayer and meditation. You know I'm attracted, and that always have been. Now I take it as the signature of my business. So I lovely sea glass. Now, I was always attracted to sea glass, but now I know why. This is the brown that keeps you connected to the earth, deep rootedness, like your feet planted. Oh man, that energy, if you give like you want that energy, it will give back. That's how energy works. It works like the ancestors. Believe in them. Trust them. Trust that they're guiding you. Wake up and thank them, and they will give back. Same energy. Same energy. I'm going to do the next video on some of the energy stones. Oh, they're beautiful. And their meanings. That's what I'll do. So those are just some of the things I do. I teach. Had a meeting the other day, a third meeting with a sister. We're going to generate a business. I'll share that with y'all. Y'all going to walk me through that whole thing. I'm a videotape that whole thing from the land. The land is there. We've signed off, sealed the deal. I'm getting ready to do a goddess getaway, Grenada retreat. In 7 months, I'm bringing over 35 women from United States of America to have the time of their life on this lovely island. Oh gosh, you do what you want to do. It's inside of you. People have needs. We've been locked up and locked down. People have needs. They want to get up out of there. So I created a way for them to get up out of there. I love y'all. I really do. So if no one's told you today that they love you, let me be the first. Love and respect. And until next time. Oh, please like, subscribe, and share. Please like, subscribe, and share. Blessed love. Until next time. Love and respect.